Namaskar, I am Urpita Das, ID 231812. Here I am presenting a presentation of population growth. Population growth, a biggest problem nowadays in our country as well as the world, also suffering for overpopulation. Now I am discussing about it. Refers to a group of organisms of same kind or species living in the same place at the same time. It's called population. A population may increase or decrease due to birth, death, immigration and migration. Population may increase for many reasons. If any country has a special benefit, then their people wants to go there to have a better life. So then it's happened migration, and higher the disadvantages country like uh, they have they have not sufficient food or sufficient job, then people go another country. It's called immigration. Population growth, it is the change in a population over time and can be quantified as the change in the number of individuals of any species in a population using per unit time for measurement. Per unit time, we use per unit time for measuring population density. In demographics, population growth rate (PGR) is the rate at which the number of individuals in a population increases in a given time period as a fraction of the initial population. Is an increase in the population advantageous? There are many advantages also of overpopulation, because then people can work so many things at a time. They work so fast. What are the effects of overpopulation? There are many effects of overpopulations. It causes like lack of food, lack of housing, etc. Here we can see so many people are in a market. Here we can see a graph, world population growth from 1950 to 2050. We can see that in 1950 there are 3 billion people in the world, but in 2023 there are about 8 billion people. When 2050 there will be 9 billion people, which is 3 times multiply of 1950. Just by look at the picture, we can say that the population of the world are growing so fast. This big population is brought about by rapid population growth in the world. Countries with the largest population. We know that China is the most populated country in the world, and India is the second. A report from 2019 of United Nations. There are many factors also which impact on population growth. The birth rate exceeds the death rate. The population naturally increase if the number of birth is greater than the number of births at the given time, or if the death rate is slower than the birth rate. If people death rate is lower than birth rate, so then population growth happens. Birth rate or fertility rate, it refers to number of births per 100,000 people per year. We can calculate birth rate by this formula: number of birth rate within a year into 100 divided by total population within a year. Death rate or mortality rate, it refers to the number of people who died per 1000 people in a given year. Formula: death rate, number of death rates within the number of deaths within a year, multiply with 1000 divided by total population within a year. The development in science and technology has made the life expectancy in Philippines longer. With the help of Department of Science and Technology, the agency tasked by the government to develop pharmaceutical products for priority health problems, better health and long life are attained. A organization from Philippines, the Department of Science and Technology, DOST, it helps government for many uh, for many reasons, like for many products, pharmaceutical products, etc. Some beliefs and practices of Philippines also influence the population growth, because Philippines believe that children are blessings to the family and that more children mean more blessings. The rural areas where the main livelihood is agriculture, to have children means more hands to help in tilling the field, harvesting, and engaging in other means of livelihood. Here we can see people are working in the field for harvesting foods. Problems on population growth. Food shortage. If there are more people, more food supply is needed. Shortage, when there is food shortage, this means there is not enough food supply to sustain the needs of the people. Panic buying, hoarding, prices of commodities also go up. Here I can see children are lining for food. Water shortage. For more people, naturally more water is needed. In a place where the population is big, there is water problem. Obviously, more people need more water, so it may cause water lackings. Housing problem. There are only a few families who own their houses and lots. At times, in crowded areas, people build their houses along the railroads, river banks, and even along sidewalks. These people are called informal settlers. Here we can see A man supplying water to the children and others. Unemployment. Too many people compete with one another for the limited jobs that are available. Unfortunately, the government cannot provide enough jobs for every job applicant. Many applicants end up underemployed, working in jobs way below their educational qualification and attainment. Peace and order. Due to big population, unemployment, hunger, homeless, sickness, and frustrations, many people resort to illegal and criminal acts just to survive. This leads to a rise in criminality that endangers the peace and security of the country. Health problems. Malnutrition due to lack of food and food nutrients. Unsanitary surroundings due to indiscriminate garbage disposal. Poor hygiene and poor health. Presence of diseases like bronchitis among babies and diarrhea and tuberculosis. Garbage problem. When there are many people producing garbage, we need more space for garbage. Rotting garbage gives a poisonous gas called methane. This adds to air pollution. Heaps of garbage that easily decay and are biodegradable, and those that do not are non-biodegradable, like pieces of plastic or plastic bags, plastic materials, clothing in estuaries and canals contribute flooding. Pollution in crowded communities, many people are prone to polluted air, contaminated water, and noisy environment. As the population grows, more industries and factories are built. These give off harmful gases and chemicals like nitrogen oxide, carbon monoxide, lead. Water is also polluted in crowded communities. Education. To help the citizens of our country, the government provides free elementary and secondary education to everyone. Solutions to problems on population growth. Development programs to increase food production, provide portable water supply, construct more roads and bridges. Promoting health and welfare of the people by building more hospitals, health clinics, and render effective health services. The government has carried out housing programs and low-cost housing in cooperation with the National Housing Authority. To protect our environment, the government has initiated environment protection projects like Pising Rehabilitation Program and Haribon Foundation Program. Congress has passed laws on environmental care and protection, such as Philippine Clean Water Act and Clean Air Act. Uh, this is the end. Here we can end my presentation. Thanks to all.